Yeah, good morning, guys, and welcome to King's Predict. All right, a quick one. We all know that the season is coming to an end, and so many unpredictable stuffs are happening in football. Because this is like a rush hour where everyone is trying to patch up things. Get out of relegation, be in the top four, carry the league, and stuffs like so many dramas are happening at the moment. But we don't. What do? We don't have to give all in all that, but we just have to be careful, take responsibly, like I've always say. All right. Okay. Now, so today we're going to start with this game. We have a whole of 15 games. This is Saturday, and there are so many games. So I just try to go through so many of them and then pick out these ones with what I believe is the right predictions for all of them. So our first game here is coming from the Armenia Premier League, and we have Ararat Armenia versus Shirak. So Ararat Armenia has won them 13 times. You can look at the last 5 games, the head to head. So I think it's something that we can go for over 1.5. Yep, I choose over 1.5 for this one. Considering the fact that Ararat is in the second position with 54 points, Shirak in the sixth position with 29 points, and then in the last 5 games has ended all in over 1.5 games. So goals, sorry. So and the away games too has recorded a lot of goals. So I pick over 1.5 in this particular one. Then the second game we are going to look at from the Austria A League, we have Makato versus Wesley Snyder. Western Sydney. Okay, so I pick home over 0.5. I mean, Makato should at least score a goal. In the last 5 encounters, it has been both teams to score. It has been over 1.5, and Makati have scored in the 5 of them. And this season, they have been strong at home. So these are my reasons. You can see the last 5 games, it has been both teams to score. Makati have scored all throughout the season. I think they only couldn't score twice or once at home. So they are very, very good at home, and they should be getting a goal here. Okay, so the next game we're going to Bosnia and Herzegovina Premier Liga, and we're looking at Cherokee versus Borak Banja. All right, so the last 5 games has all ended in over 1.5, and I picked this one too as over 1.5. That is what I'm expecting in this particular game. As usual, if you're seeing another different reason or different predictions for yourself, please kindly comment, put it down in the comment section, and we will see about that after the game. Okay, no one knows it all, and this is the reason for this channel. This is a channel that you can just come in, look at the whole games that that I've dropped. You can pick, just make your own selection if you want to stay what I've dropped, or you can just go through the games again and then make out your best pick. Just check the one I dropped, then look at what other people have said about the game, then you make your own predictions. Okay, these things doesn't go 100% all the time, so you have to be careful. That is, I always say it, take responsibly. Football is 50-50 chances in all the matches, no matter what the odd is saying. 1.01 odd can lose. So you just have to always know that yes, we're doing it for the passion. It is not always 100%. Borak is in second position with 69 points. Cherokee is in the 8th position with 34 points. And Borak away, they have recorded over 1 out of the last 5 games. So I believe with the head-to-head again, I believe they should be over 1.5 in this particular game. At least 2 goals should be in this game. All right, the next game we're talking about here is the Canada Premier League. Atletico Ottawa versus Pacific FC. And then the last 5 games stated that there has been over 1.5 in the 3 out of the last 5. I just think this particular game, I'm giving them over 1.5, notwithstanding, because Ottawa, they just played 4 games, and Ottawa has scored 12 and considered 6. Pacific has scored 4 and considered 6. So I think the last 4 games here, over 1.5 is all of them. The last for both teams that have played over 1.5 in these 4 games. So I just tip them to score at least 2 goals, sorry, in this particular match. This is at the beginning of the season. There is more energy. There is, no injury problems. Like the team is fresh and energetic. So with a whole lot of ambition. So I think they will continue this particular goal form. There should be over 1.5 in this particular game. That is my pick. Then the next game we're looking at here is England Premier League, and we're looking at Aston Villa Fulham. Without wasting time, I will tell you that this game is going to end in over 1.5. Aston Villa they are still going. They're in the 7th position, trying to go or to enter the top 4, or at least enter Europa League. So like I think they should play at home. They should be the best team here. Okay, because the last game they even at away they played Fulham 3-1, and this particular one they should be more serious. On a serious note, Aston Villa should be more serious because they want to enter into Europa, or to be in Europa. I don't know about Champions League, but at least a Europa League. Then Fulham also, this is teams on the 7th and 8th position. So like, I think it should not be an easy one. There should be over 1.5 here. Fulham is fighting, Aston Villa is fighting. They want to remain, or to go, into the top 7 or whatever. So I think they want to do it, and there should be goals from the both teams. Yeah, goes from both teams. But then I choose over 1.5. That should be safer than both teams to score in anywhere. All right, the next game here is England Premier League again, and we're talking about Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Arsenal should get a goal here. The last time they met, Bournemouth at home beat Arsenal 2-0. And then I'm thinking that now Arsenal, the top 4 fight is still on, and Arsenal should at least get a goal. They should get a goal, notwithstanding that they have a Champions League game coming, but it's not yet like today. So Arsenal should get a goal in this particular game, and I'm giving Arsenal home team over 0.5. They have been doing it throughout the whole season, like they've been scoring at home, and then I think this particular game, they should score a goal. Even if they won't draw, even if they won't win, but they should be a goal. They should have a goal in this particular game. All right, the next game we're talking about here is from the France League 1. We're looking at Strasbourg versus PSG. Strasbourg versus PSG. This is a clear indication. The last game, PSG at home defeated them 4-2. Okay, and then if you look at the last 5 games, Strasbourg has scored in 4 out of the 5 last 5 meetings. Okay, and then we're talking about something very, very important here. PSG has already almost carried the league. If Strasbourg could score a goal or beat them, in the last game, then they will be able to score at least 1 goal in this particular game. At least. Playing at home, they should get a goal. PSG wouldn't, play it with all that seriousness. If they should get a draw here, it still counts for them, because they've almost carried the league, and they have a Champions League game at hand. So Champions League game is coming against Arsenal, the second leg, and they will reserve some players, as much as I know, in order to be able to win that game. So Strasbourg will have an opportunity here to score. Even if they are not drawing, even if they won't win PSG, they should at least score a goal. So I'm going for home over 0.5. And the next game is Germany Bundesliga, and we have RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich. Okay, Bayern Munich anyways. So Leipzig. The last head-to-head, Leipzig got a goal Allianz Arena, which means at Bayern's home, Leipzig could score a goal. The last 5 meetings anyways, Leipzig have always scored Bayern. And then I think this particular one, they should be getting a goal too at home. Let's look at where they are in the table. Bayern is number 1, Leipzig is number 5. And you all should know that their league is still open. like their league is still very much open. So Leipzig is fighting for top four. They're no longer fighting for the league, but they are fighting for the top four. So at least they should be up and doing here. And they have been doing very well at home. They have been scoring at home. So I think they should get a goal here. They should get a goal here. All right, the next one is Italy Serie A, Inter Milan versus Verona. Inter Milan versus Verona should be a game of over 1.5. The last meeting, Inter at home won Verona 5-0. And then the last three meetings was 2-2, 2-1. So like there should be a goal here, more than one goal. And looking at what is happening, Inter is still trying. They are dragging this particular league with Napoli. So Inter should be they should be ups and doing. The last game they lost 0-1 to AS Roma, and I know that they will try to bounce back with this particular game, and I'm giving them home over 1.5. Let's not look at individual performance here. I'm just saying both effort, there should be 2 goals in this particular game or more. All right, the next game you're looking at Lecce versus Napoli. Lecce versus Napoli, like I said, Napoli is number 1 in the Italy league. The league is still on. They're dragging it with Inter Milan. And what I'm seeing here is that both teams, none of them will score 3 or more goals in a row. You know the reasons? Let's look at this particular teams or this particular set of teams. The last 5 games, once I know Napoli beat Lecce 4-0, but that doesn't come usual. Okay, and this particular season, Napoli has been not too good in scoring at away. Okay, so like even if they are winning, they should just be winning like with something like 1-0. I don't expect Napoli to score like 1, 2, 3 without Lecce scoring. It won't happen in this particular game. Like I'm saying it, yes, it will not happen. So Napoli may win, but with a lesser goal margin. So Lecce versus Napoli, no team is going to score 3 or more goals in a row. That's my pick. And then next one, we're talking about Netherlands Eredivisie. And we're looking at Nijmegen, that is NEC versus Willem 2. Okay, NEC versus Willem 2. What is my take on this game? I said over 1.5. 1.5. The both of them are seated 13th and 16th in the table, and they are fighting relegation. Okay, they are fighting relegation here. They have more 4 games to go, and they are fighting relegation. So like I believe that both of the teams would be able to. They want to score. They want to score. Willem 2 has been scoring of late. They have been trying, to come out of this particular relegation, not to fall into it. And NEC 2, the both teams, I believe, they should be on their feet and at least get us a goal or 2 goals or 1 goals each from this particular game. All right, and then we're looking at the next game, stay from the Netherlands Eredivisie, and we're looking at Groningen versus Wijk. Okay, so Warwick. Groningen versus Warwick. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at over 1.5 still. The last 5 games they all ended in over 1.5. And then this particular game now, yes, it should still end in over 1.5. With analysis, look at the last 5 games over 1.5. So I believe it should end in over 1.5. Then the next game is Galatasaray versus Sivasspor. This is Turkish Super League. Galatasaray, I'm giving you guys home straight win in this particular game. And I know you people no go for my hand. Home straight win because they want to carry the league and they have been doing perfectly well, especially at home this particular season. So they should get a goal here no matter what. All right, the next game is England Championship, Bristol City versus Preston. Bristol City versus Preston. What is my pick? I pick Bristol City. I pick over 1.5 in this particular game. Over 1.5. The last 5 meetings ended in over 1.5. Plus, Bristol City is trying to, they are trying to enter into the top 4, and then Preston is trying not to enter relegation. This will be a hard game, like a very tough one, but I still maintain Bristol and Preston should have over 1.5 goals. And then the next one we're looking at is from the Finland Liga and Gnistan versus Marenham. Again, or once again, of 1.5 goal is what I predicted in this particular game. All right, guys, so let me know your take on these games that I've called out. What do you think will happen in this particular games? What do you think? What are you thinking? Okay, if there's, just go through the video again. And please, if this is your first time, like this video, share it with your friends. Let them know that there's a particular channel on board that is, really, that is doing a great job. Okay, if you find this value in this video, please like, subscribe to this channel. We need subscribers. Like this video so that usually we push it to more audience, and then please subscribe, and that way you will not miss out whenever I drop a new video. Okay, please do that. It's very important. That is the only support I ask of you guys, and then I will see you in my tomorrow video. Thank you and goodbye. Stay responsibly.